Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visiting team and the Baltimore Ravens. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His team fired up and ready for this one. His counterpart on the Ravens side is John Harbaugh. His guys, on the other hand, were winners in their opener a week ago, so they'll try to make it 2-0 to start the season. Stout has us ready to get started. And off we go here in Baltimore. And he'll work this one past the 25. On offense here for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. It certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and in front of that is the play of the quarterback.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And his run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line. Displacing defenders at the point of attack and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
They'll go back to Ford on first down, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Pass the 60, Mustang 19.
They go play action with Sanders. That is caught. What a throw. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Oklahoma City. It's his second touchdown of the year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the ThunderBirds will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. He's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. We'll go again here with Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Third down and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Ready? Hot 70, hot. Ready, go. Ready.
Open this drive on the ground with 4. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Let's go now. Bravo 80. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That'll be caught. It's Jerome Ford. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Get it. 77, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warriors 17.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first trap comes up and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Their fans are into it. Hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Gonna go right back to Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
He'll take care of it himself. Picks up the first down and a gain of 12.
I like that call on third down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on third down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating third down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with third down run.
And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
We're all time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The ThunderBirds offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Just the Eagles. Ready, go.
On the handoff, 4. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From the gun, it's Sanders. There's a short throw caught by Njoku.
Sanders pass complete to David Njoku. A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now with Sanders. That's caught by 4. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
13 yards. And an Oklahoma City 1st down.
Here comes the rookie, Quinshon Judkins. In a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
23. Here's 2nd and 2.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
They give it, and it's 4. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. It's 3rd and 4.
Here we go, track. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60.
Ready? From the gun, it's Shador. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 42-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the ThunderBirds will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Lashante Wester now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion, and even the one year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to the defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass heavy, they're the spread attack, they've got unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously, Joe Burrow, a quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a 3-man race in the AFC North.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Just a gain of a yard sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Forced out wide. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Jerome Baker. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season. In motion comes Andrews. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. department is the motion man. Second down, Jackson. It's a short one, caught by Andrews. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. He sets up third down.
Third down and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
The 12-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. That is left side and caught by Cloud. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now he takes off, and he will score! Lamar Jackson, touchdown Baltimore. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Not going for two, they'll kick the point after. He knocks it through, and the Ravens are on top. It's 14-10. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The ThunderBirds offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, Shador. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The rookie from Marshall, Mike Freed, working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career. Now, here comes the screen for Ford. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, halftime.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It's our second week in studio, second week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's Jordan Love leading the charge, this one of his 4 touchdown tosses on the night. The Packers are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the New England Patriots. And this is Nick Westbrook-Akine. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. This one's gone to halftime with the Dolphins with the lead at the half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And here's a man who went for 1,000 yards last year, James Cook. He tied for the league lead with 16 rushing touchdowns in 2024. He's got his first of the season right here. They've just gone to their respective locker rooms, tied up at 21-21. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Mostert now to return. brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 5-yard line. I don't know. Does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about is the impact that it's making on going forward on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you got the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come over. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to lead to a fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The ThunderBirds offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Jeanty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, a Heisman winner, Colorado. Great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. And I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day one, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. But if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides.
And he kept that play up as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. A first-time Pro Bowler a year ago, it is Kyle Van Noy in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
70, Timberwolves.
To throw is Sanders. Moving to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Ready? Pass on 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now it's Sanders. Scrambling to his left. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down. Here's Ford. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down, they need 7.
Brings up second down at the 13-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now, Sanders. That'll be taken in by Ford. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. So, these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal.
Cooking right there. 60 by 6. Roll. Rig alert.
Ford. Touchdown. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and good. And the ThunderBirds move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Lester now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field. For their next possession, they'll start out first down and 10. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Play action now. Jackson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 41, here's second and 8. Jackson looking to throw. Now a screen set up for Henry. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
In motion comes Andrews. It's a first carry for the veteran Raheem Mostert. Oh, the ball's out. It is picked up by the defense. A big play from the defense as they get the ball out, and they do something with it, too. A long return to set up terrific field position.
Every defender's dream, Mike, is to scoop and score. Well, in this case, he was able to do the scoop. He wasn't quite able to get the score, but nonetheless, that is a big return and a game-changing play by this defense.
The Thunderbirds offense ready to come back out for this next possession, and they'll have a chance to put this one to bed. They begin first and goal. They'll run here. It's 4. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jerome 4. Touchdown Thunderbirds. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Thunderbirds go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Lester now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll do so with first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16. At the 19.
Jackson now on 2nd down, going up top and looking for Andrews.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Open man, that's Bateman downfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Bateman is the motion man.
1st and 10.
And a nice defensive play. There's good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yards.
Garrett tackles back at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
23 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he will score. Game on. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. That is first touchdown of the new year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. DeAndre Carter on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The drive starts with a carry by 4. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Okay, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready? 1986, 79 Broncos.
Again, it's 4. Oh, a loose football. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. That can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a
Previous
replay.
play is under
We
review.
might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? And We'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Cougar 19. Ready. Flat.
They'll try and run for the first down. It's 4. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the lines. Fourth down coming up. The Thunderbirds getting their punter out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Ravens offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They're trying to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. Oh, and he's depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge...
No, bro. They did not just run that on 4th and 1. You got lit up by a rookie.
Stop. And that will all but end this game.
Yeah.
Here comes 4. That's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders. 4th game. The Ravens now going to use their
Finally.
timeout.
41.
Just over 50 seconds to go.
Kneeling the ball.
2nd and 5.
Perfect timing, like a diamond.
Stay shining.
Formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for our visitors. They get the victory away from home in the division. So valuable. And they'll get another
Shador first W against Lamar.
later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner Grego. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This is
Not
the
yet.
presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Might want to go look at the translations.
Oh, you gotta send somebody an invite to the Man League.
Who? You an admin, you could do it. Why you won't you do it? Yeah, because I want to see if you could do it. Alright, it says 6:45 tomorrow, so I gotta leave here by 6.
Alright.
I'll wake up at 5:30. 6:10. Thank goodness it ain't said 6. Send Young Jorgen 1-2 and make sure, I guess send Whip 1 first, figure out who he get, then send Young Jorgen 1. Then we could send Young Jorgen 1 tomorrow or something. Just tell him the rules, cause he will get kicked. Not trying to have one team in every division.
I'm looking for Chetty's name. I don't see it.
That ball lip.
Let's see every name but his. Typing this shit manually. God damn.
You make it my player?
Yeah. Alright, here's an invite sent. Young Jorgen. Send him an invite. He might not accept. I don't care if you know or not.
Wait, he hit you up and said he wanted to join our league, or you hit him up?
He hit me up like a couple days ago, but I ain't have a league then.
Oh, okay. Make it go. Alright, invite sent. Add 2K friend. Make sure you add me as a 2K friend. These niggas ain't been adding me.
Say less.
Nobody in our league added me as a 2K friend. He might as well join the 2K league too.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition
recap,
of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. We begin with a good one in the AFC. And here is Jerome Ford. He's going to fight his way into the end zone from a yard out. The ThunderBirds even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here.
I mean, twice a year.
From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup.
Shador Sanders, 11%.
And check out this wild play here. This a big play late in the ball game.
Who's Mexico City?
Oh, yo, the ball long as fuck. Get that shit up.
They had to earn it too. They get the road victory. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Why the hell you got them jerseys?
And this is the fan favorite, the fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. This will wind up a touchdown.
Probably got hurt. Was that the news
The
you talking about?
49ers get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. So that'll put a bow on this one for all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando. Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
I ain't say the injury joint.
We found out you hurt, yeah. You said transactions. I meant the transactions. What happened?
Oh no. You might have to keep going down to week 1. I don't know.
Do I need to check out the Seahawks roster or something?
You just need to keep going down. I don't know. Damn, niggas is making trades. Hold on, slow down, because I ain't doing none of this.
Say nothing but free agent pickups.
Week 1. You ain't go down to week 1, bruh.
You told me to slow down. I don't have to go back up. Like,
Yeah, I ain't tell you to go back up. I just said slow down. Why you going back up? This nigga.
come on, man, with the fake news.
Oh my God! Don't tell me the league vetoed it. I mean, just keep going. You only on week 2. I said go to week 1.
Okay. Sam Darnold got traded. That's the dude.
Yep, for Joe Tipman. Pause.
So, are we getting a new era? Yeah, well.
Yes, sir. Did you see his stats last game? Did you see his stats last game compared to Sam Darnold?
No.
2 touchdowns, no picks. Sam Darnold, 2 picks. No touchdowns. Like, what are we talking about there?
He gave up on Darnold, y'all.
That's the old GM picked him up. We never wanted him. You know what I'm saying? Can you do the draft class while you in there? While you live? You might as well.
I can't.
Oh my God. This nigga
that don't pop up till week 3.
Nah, that already popped up. It's already popped up. So you gotta go to
then you gotta do it then, Negro.
Let's go. I'm about to tell you how to do it.
The hell? What the hell you didn't do it for?
I'm telling you how to do it. Go to Prospect.
Come on, man.
Unless you want to keep these niggas.
Hell no. Why the hell you didn't do it when it popped up?
Because I accidentally clicked to pass it. Because I was too busy doing something else. You should have told me on my stream.
I told you it pops up during the season.
Yeah, but you can do it now. You act like this is new.
Alright, where's that?
Like when scout college players, you went past it. I don't know why you went past it.
I was already on here, Negro.
And then go to the prospects. Not scouts. Got me yelling things out the way.
I was just on this menu. Come on, man.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you keep going out of it. Click on the person. Click on the first person you see. Click X or right click it.
Right click or X?
Try right click. Damn.
I can't right click.
Oh, alright. Well, I sent you the invite. I guess we're gonna be going with these niggas.
This nigga, man.
You can only put the shit in one time a year? Hold on, Eric.
What the hell? Man. How did you even skip that? It's a whole joint.
What you mean it's a whole joint?
Like, it's a whole menu that you have to click on, and they tell you what, do you have to import your class or not? How the hell did you skip past that?
I just did. I didn't skip past it. I just didn't do it.
Like, if you read it, you wouldn't have went past it.
If you listen, you know what I'm saying. I clicked advance too soon, prematurely.
Why did you advance the week when everybody did everybody even play their games?
Yeah, everybody played their games. I was.
Well, you could at least wait for Chetty. Damn, nigga, wait.
When he joining?
He got his invite sent.
He was an admin. He just got his invite sent. What you talking about? Wait.
Because he asked me. He would have been got it, but I started my game. He asked me right when I started my game.
It's still here. It's still here. It's still here. What draft class we going with, man?
Obviously, the class is coming in.
I don't even know who's in that class.
Arch Manning, stop playing.
That's why. No, he's not in that class.
The class coming up, yes, he is.
Well, I'm about to go out of the league and find it before I put it in the league. 'Cause I don't want no issues. Alright, Creation Center. That's why I ain't do it yet. Because I wanted to talk to you about it. Man. Alright, should I search for a 2026 one or just pick this first one? But my thing is, we gotta find the 2026 one. From a dude that got the 2027 one too.
Somebody tell this man his invite son.
He too busy playing my player. I mean, but you could tell him no. He don't know. Alright, let me look and see who's on this. Alright, I'm gonna give you like the first 20 people if you hear like somebody you don't know. Alright, I downloaded it. Now let's go look at it. View my share. Download history. What? I just downloaded it. Oh, here we go. How I look at it?
What?
I can't even look at that shit.
Look at what?
It's so confusing. I'm trying to look at my draft class that I downloaded.
Which one did you click on?
Delete, I ain't do it to the league yet, man. I'm trying to look at it. I'm trying to view it before I put it in the league. That's the whole point.
Oh. Gotcha.
I might just say fucking and put this one in because he got a 27 one too, so. It's the dude Jack Move. His name is Jack Move, so whenever we ready for the next year joint, that's who it is. Jack Move.
Word.
You joined the 2K League yet?
Oh, no. I was waiting. I was on Madden.